YouTube. It is Steph with Steph's Nurture Locks, and I'm back with another video. So, you guys, today I want to talk about my regimen with my locks. Um, I get stopped out in public by people with locks. Either they just started or they've had their locks for a while, and they'll ask me about my regimen. And they'll ask me, what do I wash my hair with? How often I retwist my hair, which is always an interesting one because, as you know, I am a what I call freeformer, what some of you may call a semi-freeformer, where I do not maintenance the roots of my locks at all. Well, I won't say at all. I do separate my roots twice a year and that's it. Other than that, I do not maintenance my roots. So I thought this might be helpful to just share what my regimen is with all of you guys so that you'll know and have a frame of reference, or maybe even glean some advice that you can use for your own locks. All right, so the number one question I get when people stop me, other lockheads stop me, they always ask, this is the number one question: how often do you retwist your locks? I do not retwist my locks. I have not retwisted my locks in over 5 years. And when I tell people this, they seem like, oh my gosh, they seem offended. Like, oh my gosh, you don't twist your locks? I could never do that. My hair is way too thick for that. I have to retwist mine every blah, 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 blah. But then in the same breath, they're like, oh, your locks are so beautiful. Okay, well, if I can accept the frizz on my hair, the afro underneath my locks, why can't you accept the afro underneath your locks? It's a beautiful thing. Can't you see? It's a beautiful thing. Try it. Your locks are not going to fall off if you don't retwist every 6 weeks. They won't. And there's no such thing as my hair is too thick to get away with not maintaining my hair at the roots. I mean, girl, look at this. So anyway, then the next thing is, the next question I will get right after that, how often do you twist your locks, will be, what products do you use? I don't use products on my locks. And then, when I say that, then it's like, what shampoo do you use? Okay. And I just tell people I use white people shampoo. Like, I don't use anything special. It's the standard stuff you see on the shelves that have been on the shelves for decades. And I'm just going to show you guys because I have them with me right now. And actually, when I started my locks, I started with using Dove. I love Dove products, Dove body wash and all of that. So Dove shampoo was one of my staples when I had loose natural hair. And I just continued with that going into my lock journey. But after I had an incident with mold, and I have a video about that. I will make a new video on that because I don't think I didn't get the whole full story out. But anyway, after I had that incident, I stopped using the Dove and I switched to a dandruff shampoo that had ketoconazole in it. And it was TGL shampoo. That is what I used to get rid of the mold in my hair. Now, that TGL shampoo had 2% ketoconazole, and it's also very good for anybody dealing with like scalp psoriasis, seborrheic dermatitis, dandruff, and just any type of scalp condition. You want to get you some medicated shampoo with 2% ketoconazole. Now, after I ran out of that, I went and bought some more dandruff shampoo, but all I could find at the time was Nizoral, and this Nizoral has 1% ketoconazole. And I was like, okay, let me just get this because the tea gel that I was finding only had 1%. I couldn't ever find ketoconazole in more than 1% anymore. And all you need is 2%. I couldn't find it. So I was like, okay, maybe this will still help my situation. I don't have, and this mostly is preventative, okay? The reason why I use this is preventative because I do not have scalp issues. I only used it because of the mold. And I was like, I definitely never want to have mold again. So I want to use this as a preventative. So now I use this in rotation. So Nizoral, and if I can ever find 2% shampoo somewhere, 2% ketoconazole, I will replace this. This is about gone. I'm going to search the internet and see if I can find some 2% ketoconazole. But I rotate this with just a regular shampoo. Okay, nothing special. Right now, I am using, okay, well, let me go back. When I started using the Nizoral, I would rotate it with Avalon Organics. Okay, this is an organic type of shampoo. It does not have a lot of harsh chemicals in it, and it does not strip your hair of its natural oils. So I would rotate between this. I would use this for 1 to 2 washes, and then this for 1 to 2 washes, and back and forth. That was great for my hair. No problems, okay? I also would use this for my deep soaks once or twice a year. Instead of using baking soda and vinegar, and like I said before, y'all, I had a really bad experience with baking soda on my hair before, so that was not going to be an option for me. I made a warm soak with warm water and this Avalon Organic. So I would switch that into the water, and it did an excellent job of pulling out any debris, dust, dirt build up in my locks. Now, so I make sure to always use this when I do a deep soak. But now I also have another shampoo I've added to the rotation. And more recently, within the last year, I've added Garnier Fructis Pure Clean Silicone Free Purifying Shampoo. This is a clarifying shampoo, but I find it to not be too harsh. My hair is not too dry afterwards, but it helps to, it definitely does its job as a good shampoo. And I also like the scent of this. So this is in heavy rotation. You know, it has a clean scent in it. Now, you guys, when you are searching for a shampoo, basically, okay, it doesn't have to be these, but basically this is what you want to look for. You want to look for a shampoo that is clear in color. It is clear in color, okay? That's going to reduce the amount of buildup that you get in your locks. This Avalon Organics is also clear. You can't see through the bottle, but it is a clear shampoo. The only non-clear shampoo I have is the ketoconazole. It's kind of like a bluish color. Let me show you. It's definitely blue, okay? But the benefits of this is that 1% ketoconazole to prevent against dandruff and to help heal any scalp issues and to reduce any mold that could be forming in your hair. You also want to make sure that there's not any harsh stripping ingredients. Like this has sodium lauryl sulfate in it, which is less harsh than sodium lauryl sulfate. So you would choose something like this over the other. But if you could get away with not having the sodium lauryl sulfate in it, you might be better off too. But it just depends on what you're trying to accomplish. If you want a clarifier, then something like this would be preferable that is also clear. Okay. Um, that's it. And that's what I tell people. I just tell them I just use regular shampoo, not catered to black hair, because those shampoos are going to have a lot more oils in them. Now, if that's your preference and you need that and your hair thrives on that, go for it. But for me, I don't want it because I don't want a chance getting the buildup, the shea butters, and the thick stuff, the thick consistency. I'm not interested in any of that. So that's what I do. Like, literally, this is it. This is it. And these are in rotation. Rotation, you guys. You don't need a lot. You have locks, okay? It's meant to be an easy journey. It's meant to free up time to get to learning more about yourself, freeing up time to indulge in, benefiting yourself, to increasing who you are, to growing in who you are, to putting in more time and effort with developing healthy relationships, to putting more time and effort into creating and manifesting what you want out of life. Like, if you are interested in elevating yourself and not feeling like you have to put so much effort into your hair, and you want to stay natural also at the same time, then locks will give you that. You have the opportunity to create a stress-free self-care and hair care lifestyle. Okay, it is a lifestyle. So that's all I have for this video, you guys. If you have any questions for me, if you have anything to add in the comments, please do so. If you like this type of content, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And go ahead and click that notification bell so you do not miss when I make a new video. I love you guys, and I'll see you for the next one. Bye.